5 signs that a man loves and adores you. In this video, we're going to be going deeper into how do you actually know when a man is deeply in love with you, when he's falling in love with you, when he cherishes and adores you, and what are the signs that he might be faking it or that he actually doesn't love you, he's not really feeling any strong emotional connection, and it's just not happening for him. So we're going to be going deeper into that in this video. So if you're ready to know exactly what men do when they deeply love you, comment "I'm ready" in the comments below. And hi, I'm Brody Boyd, if you don't know me already. I'm a Magnetize Your Man expert, and for over 13 years I've helped single men and men to attract the woman and relationship that they want. So I have a unique perspective into the male brain, what men want, what their challenges are, what their desires are. So we're going to be talking a lot more about that in this video today. So get ready for that. And also, thanks for being a man magnet, as we like to call our fans. And we acknowledge you so much for taking this time to improve your love life, working on yourself, investing in yourself. And if you like my background, my outfit, the content, anything in this video at all, please give it a thumbs up right now. Would really appreciate it. Give it a like. And also make sure to subscribe and hit the bell below for more incredible free videos to attract the man you want for a happy relationship. And make sure also to share this video with a girlfriend or two who you think could benefit from these powerful dating and relationship secrets. And lastly, watch all the way to the end of the video for a surprising added bonus that I'm going to include with this video as well with this training. So let's go ahead and dive right in to powerful sign number 5, that he cherishes and adores you, which is he defends you to others. So most men are very territorial. They care about their relationship. They care about their friends, their family. If it's a masculine man, a man who's really grounded in his masculine core, he's going to have this desire to provide, to protect, to maintain his territory, to make sure everybody is happy within his kingdom, that everything is good, there's no issues, there's no lies, deceit, corruption, evil. He's making sure that that's being taken care of. So that's going to be especially true with you and your relationship. He's going to want to make sure that you are protected, that your honor is protected, your reputation is protected, your emotions are protected, your heart is protected, your mind is protected. So he's going to defend you if other people or other forces are trying to disturb that, trying to assail that. So how will he do that? Typically, if there's a family or friend or somebody you both know who maybe said something that was a little rude to you or was a little abrasive, he's going to say, "Hey, don't talk to her like that. Don't say something like that. That's not cool." Or he's going to speak up. Or if there's like a waiter, or if there's somebody, a service person who's like being a little bit aggressive, or if there's like, a homeless person or somebody on the street who's like getting in your space, he's going to be like, "Hey, stand away from her, get away." He's going to like physically move them away, or he's going to verbally take charge, give them instructions of what they need to do to avoid a conflict, because he's defending you. You are his princess, you are his queen. He's looking out for you. He's making sure you feel safe, you feel protected, and you feel honored and cherished by others as much as he does for you. So that's one important thing that he's going to do when he starts to love and adore you. Now, sign number 4, and he's starting to feel deeply for you, deep feelings of love for you, is he wants to make sure you feel safe. So this goes along with the other one, but it's really a core desire that he has. A masculine man, a man who cherishes you, a man who really is strong within himself, he's going to be prioritizing you and prioritizing your safety, prioritizing that you feel safe, comfortable, maybe not always fully comfortable, because you also want to have a little spice, you want to have a little passion. Sometimes that involves a little bit of feelings of danger, a little bit of excitement, like, what is he going to do next? So he doesn't necessarily want you to feel comfortable, but at all times, of course, most of the times he does, but he wants you to feel safe at all times. He wants you to feel like, even if you guys are doing a role play, or if you guys are doing, you're on an adventure together, or you're doing something exciting, he wants you to feel safe the whole time, that your physical well-being is not in any risk, as well as your emotional and even your spiritual well-being. He's looking out for you. He's making sure that you feel taken care of, that you feel that everything's okay, so that you don't have to be anxious, you don't have to be fearful, you don't have to be afraid that he's going to hurt you or somebody else is going to hurt you. He's got you. That's what he's going to be prioritizing, that you feel that way. So that's a very important sign to look out for. So go ahead and comment below. I'd also love to hear, what country or state are you watching from? I'd love for you to share that in the comments below. I'm always curious where everyone is listening from. Sign number 3 is he thinks ahead to what you could desire in the future. So of course he wants to make you happy. Of course he wants to, if he's feeling these feelings, he wants you to feel loved. He wants you to feel those things. But he's also anticipating, if he really, truly, deeply loves you, which this is a good sign that he actually cares about you, not just a superficial kind of, I like her, she's nice. No, he's like, I really cherish her. I feel a craving for her soul. I want her to feel craved. I want her to feel desired. And so he's looking also for your future anticipation. What might your needs be later today? What might your needs be after dinner? What might your needs be 5 years from now? So he's thinking ahead of what are your desires. He's maybe asking the questions, what kind of relationship do you want? What is your future? What kind of future do you want? What are some of your goals? What are some of your desires? What makes you happy? So he's thinking ahead for things he might plan, dates, activities, adventures, but also bigger things like maybe when he will propose to you, or where your honeymoon could be, or if you're going to have kids together, what that's going to look like. How many kids, so he's thinking about how he can plan that vision for you to be fulfilled as well. Of course, he wants himself to be fulfilled, because a masculine man is also not sacrificing himself for the relationship, because of course he knows if he gives all of himself, he has nothing left to give. He becomes an empty shell of a man. So he's got to take care of himself first, but he also wants to prioritize you as his next biggest priority. So he's thinking about, how can you both be happy? How can you both create something incredible for the future? So that's something very important as well. So if you're liking this content so far, please again, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, a like, and share it with a girlfriend, and also subscribe for more great future videos like this to attract the right man for you and have an incredible relationship. You're going to need that ongoing support. So make sure you subscribe to get those notifications when we have these new trainings coming out for you, free trainings as well. Number 2 is he wants you to brag about your relationship to others. So if a man really cares about you, he's going to be wanting you to also be so happy in the relationship. Not that you're just happy, but you're so happy that you're like telling your girlfriends, you're telling other people, oh my gosh, I'm in the dream relationship. This is just incredible. And, we're so happy. And, oh, he's such a good boyfriend, or he's such a good husband, or he's such a great father. So he wants you to actually be so happy. In fact, if he deeply cares about you, if he really loves you, he wants you to be so happy, in fact, that you're actually talking to other people. And he's going to maybe even listen for that. When he hears a friend asking, or maybe you're talking to his parents, or you're talking to your parents, or he overhears a conversation, he's kind of be listening. When somebody asks you about your relationship or stuff, are you saying some really good things? And of course, you don't want to fake it. You're not going to fake this, but you want to be authentic with it. And that's where it's also going to be good to tell him and have those conversations of areas where you may not be happy, you may not be satisfied, it's maybe not working for you. You guys need to have those conversations, see what both of your goals are, so you can get on the same page. Or not. Maybe if you guys are you have different values, you're just not aligned, it might be a good time to have that conversation. Hey, let's end this before it gets any deeper, so we can both find what we really want and not be wasting any more time with something that's, it's nice, it's comfortable, but it's not deeply fulfilling to either of us, really. You got to have those conversations. And then when you are in that place, when you do have that passion, he's going to want to hear you bragging about it. Actually, feel free to let people know. Feel free to talk about it a lot. Talk about it to him too. Compliment him. Appreciate him. How happy you are. Tell him about the little things and the big things he does that makes you happy. That's going to be super important that he wants to continue doing that, and that he knows he's on the right path. He's with the right woman. He's in a game that he can win. You got to let him know that he can win the game with you, and how he can win the game with you. Because again, a masculine man, he wants to win that game. He wants to make you happy. He wants to fulfill that, or else he feels like he's worthless. He will feel like he's not valuable, that he will become a shell of a man if he feels like he can't win the game with you, which would really also be a representation that he can't win the game with any woman, and he can't win the game of life. Which will be very sad and depressing for him. So you have to let him know how he can win the game, and so he gets that chance to step up. Number 1 is he wants to understand where you're coming from more. Oh, got cut off here. I'm going to fix that. He wants to understand where you're coming from more. So if a man deeply cares about you, if he deeply loves you, adores you, cherishes you, he's going to want to understand why you are who you are, what makes you who you are, why you think the way you do, why you feel the way you do. What are your values? What are your beliefs? And he's going to want to explore that, partly because he's wanting to make sure that you're actually, wife material, someone he wants to be with long term, that you guys are compatible match. The future is family. The future is about coming together as a partnership in compatibility to create something amazing, to create an amazing family, to create an amazing relationship. So he's going to want to understand where you are coming from for those reasons. And also, if he really loves you, so for one, he's making sure it's the good long-term fit, that you're both together and that he commits deeper to you. But also he's going to be, if he's loving you deeply, he's going to become more curious, and he's going to want to learn all about you, all about your intricacies. And, this may happen over time. He's not going to ask all these questions right off the bat, but he'll ask you about things, about your beliefs about certain things that are happening in the world, or what your favorite activities are, your favorite foods. He's also partially doing this to look for, again, what makes you happy, what things he could do. But he's just overall going to be more curious about you. He's going to ask a lot of more questions of you, and he's going to explore deeper things with you. He might share deeper stories and want to hear your deeper stories of your childhood, your upbringing, your early, relationship experiences, things like that. Will be a big thing he'll be looking for if he deeply cares. Now, before I share my bonus secret for today, go ahead and comment below. How do you typically know when a man is deeply in love with you? What have been some signs you have seen, or if with other relationships you've seen, or what are things that show that a man is really starting to like you, starting to love you? I'd love to hear your experience as well. Or if a guy you're with has shared any of these signs before, I would love to hear that experience as well in the comments. So now for my bonus secret today is he loves to see your smile. So this is another sign if a man deeply loves you, is he loves to see you smile. And what that means is he wants to be creating scenarios for you, creating containers for you, creating environments and situations where you are, again, happy, and that being manifested in the smile, in you actually enjoying your life, laughing, being more carefree, lighting up, right? Lighting up. A man, most men need to know, most men do know. I mean, I think unconsciously all men know this, that you are the product of his husbandry if you're married, or you are the product of his boyfriendry, boyfriend energy, and that you're the result of his actions in a lot of ways, and how he shows up in the relationship, the space that he's creating for you. If you're not happy, if something's wrong, yeah, you might have some issues, you might have something going on, but generally it's because also he's doing something, he hasn't done something, or isn't creating that container for you. So men, I think at least unconsciously, most men know this, and they will start to change things if they see that you're not lighting up, you're not being that flower, you're not being that queen, that you're not being that bright shiny sun to the rest of the world. He's going to say, well, I need to do something differently, hopefully. Of course, if he's not that interested, or if the relationship isn't really aligned, or if he has some more development he needs to do, he may not get there. But when you are smiling, when he has done things that make you happy, he's going to be very excited about that. He's going to be very happy about that, because that shows that he's actually created you as this product of joy, of happiness, of beauty in the world. And it's something fulfilling on a deep level, I think, for men when they are doing that. And when they're not doing it, again, it could be a spiritual drain on them, and something needs to be fixed. And that's why it's also good to have those conversations. What could be lacking, what could be missing, how you're feeling, and not to just blame him, and not to say, oh, you're not making me happy, or you didn't do this, or you're not committing, or you're not stepping up. But share the impact and say, when you said this thing last night, it made me feel really sad. Or, I feel sometimes like you're not making me a priority, or you're not making us a priority, and it makes me sad. and just share the impact, because that can also let him, sometimes he needs a mirror to say, oh, wow, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that that was impacting you like that. I want to stop doing that. Or what can we do to make this better? And you can have those conversations. How can we create a win-win? What's something easy he can do to make a shift without telling him what to do, but have those try to have open up that dialogue together, and maybe ask him, how can I help you? And that will help also, through the law of reciprocity, encourage him to ask you, okay, now what can I do for you? So you can have those conversations and open up. We call it open dialogue in our programs, in our coaching. So it's really important to do that as well. So hope this was helpful today. Go ahead, if you haven't already, I highly recommend taking our free Magnetize Your Man quiz to attract a long-term, loving, and committed relationship for you. All you have to do is go to mymquiz.com, or we'll also put the link in the description below this video or in the comments, where you can click and go take that free quiz, get more insights in yourself. It'll ask you some powerful questions to help evaluate your dating situation, and then we have some powerful free gifts for you as well, based on your answers, that'll help you to attract the relationship you want moving forward quickly with the guy that you actually want to be with. So much love. And also, I highly recommend watching next, if you haven't seen it, our video, When a Man Loves You Deeply, he'll start saying these 5 things. So we talked about some other signs that when a man really loves you and cares about you. What are some things that he actually says when he loves and cares about you? So you want to check that video out as well right now too. So much love, take care, and we'll talk to you again in the next powerful video very soon.